Hey everybody, welcome to another installment of our RITA video series. And today we're going to be looking at a really powerful demo around a super common request that comes into help desks around the world. That is access requests. I need access to this. Hey, I don't have access to that. What does it do? It keeps employees from being productive, and it ties up everybody's time, granting access to this system, that system, figuring out who the manager is or the application owner to reach out for approval. But with Resolve and RITA, we can do all of that seamlessly. So let's take a look. I've got my Microsoft Teams client up here, and this is how I'm interacting with RITA today. So RITA, being a powerful AI chatbot interface, can be deployed either via Microsoft Teams chatbot, Slack, or something overlaid in your own web portal, like a web client, web application. So to start things off, I'm going to tell RITA I need access to a SharePoint site. SharePoint, I love it, you love it, SharePoint. And RITA is going to first understand the intent behind my request, saying here, okay, let me help get you access to that. Please enter the full name of the SharePoint site. So because we're all in the mood for money these days, how about access to the revenue team? Oh yeah. I'll enter the name here, and now RITA's letting me know it's going to check the internal policies to see if outside approval is required for access to that site, or if it can just go ahead and do it. And as you can see here, great news, RITA's telling us. Revenue team is on the pre-approved list, and so we didn't even have to bother a person. All done automatically for us. It gives us a direct link to Revenue Team so that we can go check in our browser to make sure we have access. And it looks like we do. Quite literally, we are in the money. So heading back over to RITA, I'll let her know, yep, all good here. And that's that. So in this example, I'll let RITA know. No help with anything else. And of course, we're going to give her a great rating, just like your Uber Eats delivery driver. Keep everyone happy. And in this example, we didn't require human approval, right? It was something on a pre-approved list. And there could be a great number of resources out there amongst one's organization where you don't mind granting access to people based on their role, based on the security groups to which they belong, things like that, criteria like that. But of course you saw that it did say it's going to check first. So let's take a quick look at the workflow responsible for this. Now here we are in the workflow designer inside of Resolve Actions. And this is really the engine, right? The action arm behind the brains. If the brains are RITA, Resolve Actions being plugged into it, the workflows that run in the background, we can think of those as the muscle. So in this workflow here, we're leveraging a few different pre-built integrations and doing things like, well, running a separate workflow to check to see if the requested application or resource is on the pre-approved list. If it is, well, we send a message back to the user like you saw today, letting us know, hey, no outside approval needed. Let's go ahead and run the workflow to grant the access. Otherwise, we would travel down this left branch here. And in the left branch, well, we send a message back to the user to let them know, hey, approval's needed, and either a Slack message or an email is going to be sent to your manager to seek that approval. And of course, it doesn't have to be the manager. That's what we have in this example. It could be the application owner or virtually anyone else you can think of within the organization who should be the, let's say, final arbiter between approve and deny. In our case, the manager. So we'll use our Active Directory integration to query based on the incoming user making the request, who is their manager. We'll get that information, and then we're either going to send a message in Slack or through email based on policies and, let's say, preferences for that particular manager. And so if we sent an email, for example, it could look like this. A direct report is requesting access. We can use variabilized data here, like this is the full name of the user requesting access, and this is the target system or resource to which they are requesting access. And we can even do things like let them know, hey, simply reply to this email with a yes or a no to approve or deny. And if we were to send, for example, a Slack message, it might look like this. Same type of message, except we could embed buttons directly into the message so that an end user could just, or rather a manager could just click yes, approve, no, deny. And then The person who made the request, which in today's example was me, would receive an email later, or a Slack message, or a Teams message, or even a text message letting them know, hey, been approved, your application access is ready, or you've got access to the SharePoint site, and we're done. So even when we need to seek manager approval outside, Resolve makes it so easy. We can use virtually any communication channel that's preferred or desired by the whole organization or an individual manager or application owner. And when there's no approval necessary, the whole thing can happen autonomously. Right? No ticket logged, just an end user needing something, going to RITA, and getting it done.